to Spain! We just took a really nice long flight and we are in Barcelona.
Barcelona, baby. So we're gonna sail from Barcelona to
Malta.
Well, we're gonna go to the northern part of Italy first and then to Malta. So it's gonna be a 3-day passage. It is super cold. Did you just let one go?
No.
So as you guys know, we're on this beautiful boat on our way back to Little Miss and to Magic, and we can't wait to see our boats again. It's been a while. Hurricane Irma really destroyed that plans for us to be on them, but it's turned out well. It's been a fun few months. We've taken you to South Africa, we've taken you to Tanzania, you're in the Med with us now, and as you know, we would really like to work ourselves up to maybe one day be able to do deliveries for people to substitute an income, or you know, to be able to still make these movies for you guys, be on the boats. That's the main reason also that we're on this boat, to come and see how it works. When do you get the opportunity to be on a boat like this?
Good morning. We are headed off to our next destination, which is
Gaeta.
Gaeta, where we're gonna park this big old boat and go explore. Very excited.
Sad we didn't get to see much of Sardinia because the wind was howling all the time and we needed to be on the boat. That's another thing. You know, when the wind is so strong, you don't want to really leave your vessel because you don't know anything what goes wrong, and a type of vessel like this, you don't really want to not have anybody on board. So had lots of wind, we didn't do a lot of exploring. Hey, we'll have to come back. So we're gonna take you guys on the sail with us today, and we hope that you enjoy that, and it's gonna be a fun sail. The winds are gonna be between 12 and 20 knots, it seems, dying down, and sometimes the winds are really coming and going in this trip, so which makes for interesting sailing. So let's go.
So we came from Barcelona to Sardinia, which is about from here to here. Then we are here now, and we're gonna go through this cut and head down to a place near Rome in Italy. So
there's Rome.
Here's Rome, and here's Gaeta. So we're gonna tuck in right here. 236 miles. So day and a half sail, one night.
What's cooking, Stooge?
I just made a sad broccoli casserole with the old broccoli, so.
Aubrey says we look alike.
I don't even think so.
I think
My hair is much more prettier.
I think I'm a little prettier than you.
No, my hair is much more prettier. Yours is like so short.
I wish I had these smushy lips though.
No, my lips are much more squishier.
Make them.
So this passage that we're going through is an acceleration zone. So I kind of think of it as a squeeze. So all of the wind is now being squeezed in between this passage, and it can be really dangerous if the wind is coming from the wrong direction. So we waited until today to leave so that we could have the ideal weather for this, because it can be a little bit tricky. So think about that when you're sailing in the mid.
So this Bonifacio passage is actually quite amazing. You're crossing an open ocean, and all of a sudden there's these two massive islands, obviously Sardinia and Corsica, and you're having to navigate through these two in an open ocean. So coming from, if you guys are ever sailing from France or from Spain and you want to just cut through to Italy and don't want to hug the coast, this is what will happen, and this is where you're going to be sailing.
Careful. Careful. Wow, look at that.
Hey!
Pizza underway.
Right, so it's medley.
There you go.
What are you looking at, Captain Leo?
So we're almost through the Bonifacio passage here. We're just passing these little islands there, and then we are going to head to just below Rome. So Rome is there, and we're gonna go there.
Don't take me on it. Yep.
Okay, do you have a tune?
No.
Then you say go fish.
Go fish.
Go fish.
Now I get another card.
Okay.
Hey guys, so it's about, I don't know, 4:30, and been on watch since about midnight, and it's been quite interesting. We had the autopilot fail a little bit on us. Again, the wind kept shifting from starboard bow to port bow, so at the end fold the head sail. The AIS showed 3 very large vessels, one doing 20.5 knots, one doing 17 knots, one came from the stern, one came from port bow, so that was quite interesting. And right now, just on the mainsail, close reach, oh no, actually beating into the wind now, and we are motor sailing, and we're hoping to make Gaeta before nightfall because we don't want to enter at night. So as you guys can see on this AIS, there's a lot of fishing vessels here, and so probably best not to come so close to this mainland by night. If you want to come in and enter, probably the best thing to do, what we did, is try come here in daytime. We didn't have a lot of fishing vessels out there in the deep as expected, but we had last night a 320 meter cargo container, and he was doing 24 knots. Like, I mean, that guy just come over you, he doesn't even know that you're there.
And it's right out the window here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna tuck around that big mountain with what looks like a castle on the end, and then into the marina. We're gonna go in stern first, and we're gonna pick up those mooring lines that are sunk, which is really interesting, from the dock to the bow. So basically, the person at the dock lifts up the line, you catch it with a hook, you run forward, and then you tie it off. So this is something I've never done before in a way that I haven't come into a marina, so it's pretty interesting. So Gaeta is 70 miles from Rome, which is awesome because I really want to see Rome.
Hey Mom, look, it's Italy.
Can you smell the pizza? Smell. Smell the pizza? Smell pasta?
No.
Alright, you guys, we are gonna take you to Pompeii, and we're gonna do this all on a budget. So last night we paid 14 euros per person to sleep in Napoli in one of the most amazing hostels. Really clean, very nice, breakfast included, so we saved on that. We're gonna take a train and not a cab to Pompeii. We're gonna go see Pompeii. It's about 3-4 hours. Then we're taking a train over to Sorrento. Come on, let's check this out.
Last night, we walk up to the hostel and we see this, if you can see this, behind us, and Bianca goes, "Is that where we're staying?" And Stefan goes, "Yes, but it's much worse inside." Poor thing. First she thought it was a hospital, not a hostel. I'm so happy to be here. It's very cold today. So this little one, I think she has a long sleeve shirt that we're gonna change her into. By the time we're done with this trip, I packed for like 1.5 days. These pants are gonna stand up on their own. So I've watched a ton of like different things about the history of Italy, and you see it on the History Channel all the time, and I've watched documentaries about Pompeii, but did you know that Pink Floyd played in the amphitheater? It looks... Do you want to? You can. Alright, back on the train, headed to Sorrento, where we're gonna stay in another backpackers. It was a long walk through Pompeii, and not that it was long in distance, but just that it was very cold and rainy, and there weren't a whole lot of people there, and I wish they give you a piece of advice, is to just watch like the documentary like before you go, and read up on it before you go. He's like, no. These are my socks. Oops. More than I bargained for. And the cool thing about hostels is that the breakfast is included. And I spilled this.
So you're really saving on your first meal of the day.
Milk.
Portofino or Positano?
Amalfi, Portofino.
Positano.
Positano.
10,
It's Positano.
20,
You go to Positano.
20,
On the Amalfi.
20.
Captain
Blaubeer. You know Captain Blaubeer?
Leo.
Down there. And there's
Aubrey.
Aubrey over there.
sailing Miss Lone Star.
Everybody, what this project is about. Tell everybody.
So, a part of my homework, sometimes I have to cook dinner for the family. And so we had to go to the store, and I had to look up the recipes and like bring all the ingredients in my backpack. And we also got these rainbow
Farfalle.
farfalle for fun. Tell me what's up, Mom. Okay, so I've cut my broccoli, and I just poured the pasta in, and it says stir.
Occasionally.
Yep. Now I'm making the sauce. So 1 tablespoon of butter.
So you're gonna put 4 tablespoons of butter, a
Yep.
1/4 cup of olive oil.
Now I'm adding my broccoli.
Oopsie. Okay.
I got anchovies, garlic, and
Red pepper flakes.
in here.
Pepper.
And pepper and salt.
You're
And
sauteing it, right?
now I'm tossing the noodles in my sauce.
Okay.
Now I shall serve you my dish. And I made it all by myself. Yeah, Lord. Thank you for buying me food. And thank you for the Fiki and my family. And please keep Rafiki and everybody safe. And thank you for sharing food.
Amen.
Welcome to Sailing Miss Lone Star, soon to be Go See on Vimeo. So this is where you come to get more information, behind the scenes, and everything that happens that we can't really show on YouTube. You've come to the right place.